morning, everything. I'm leaving. My group member is Owen, Edward, and Yuri. Um, uh, First, thank you for listening my presentation and seven of words. We stay container cleanliness are in China, but now the first is completely world of works part in China in Qingdao. It's automatic. That is automated transportation. So today we will talk about what are the effects of automation in transportation. This is our outline. First, I will talk about the background of automated transportation, and the Edward will talk about FRIS and ATS. Then the Yuri and Owen will talk the effect and the cost of the automated transportation in human resource and military transportation. First, I will talk about the history of the transportation. In the 1920s, the people first have a concept to want to make a self-driving car. But in that time, it did not have enough power to finish this concept. So in 20 years later, they have a first experiment. They find the cell-phone car and to make it. The long time ago in 2017, they have a first car the first car in the American, and it's a Google driver list. In 2017, there are Google driverless car successful complete in the American. But some scientists think maybe in the future, in 2014, we will have a 75% car will use the self-driving car, and they can automatic transportation. Okay, then it will talk fraud and ATS. We will have
Thank you. So I'm going to introduce the Shanghai International Port, which Chinese people call that ghost port. Let's take a look why they call that. So this picture is the Shanghai International Port, and we can see the size from here, the land size and the sea size. So that's the largest automatic port in the world. And before they built the automatic port, that has the largest the container translator quantity in the world, which is 36,000. It's about 37,000. So let's look how does it work. So that's the tools for everything to translate in the Shanghai International Port. And this is the power that, and that tool is the truck, which is automated truck here. So they just put the containers on the truck, and the truck will be controlled by a computer. So let's take a look how does the AGV work, which is electronic car I just introduced. So first of all, sorry. So first of all, the gantry plant, which is this, like they catch the container from the ship and put it on the AGV truck, and AGV truck will send them to the packing area, which is like this. That's the packaging area, and the container holder will catch the container from the truck, then send it to the container area like this. That's the container holder. So all things as all things has no human working inside. So include the charging. I mean, when the truck is dying, they can move to the power back room by themselves, and there is a big machine to search the power back and send into the truck like this. That's the power back, and that's the exchange machine. So let's take the other automatic support, like Qingdao or like Merden for like the Rotterdam, or they are doing the same thing in the world. And so that's the example for it. Let's move to the other point, which is ATS system. That system is working for the control of the trains, I mean the railway. So for the traditional work, to manage the railway like this, it's very difficult, because you need to use your brain to calculate all the like move line for all the trains. So we have the ATS system now, so they can just, let's take how does it work. They just put some chips or a small computer on the train and on the railway. When they train through through on the railway, they can induce each other and send to the data to the control center, and the human worker just sitting in the office and they just look at screen and waiting for computer to give the suggestion for all things. So like this is the control center like this. So just look at the big screen and you can get all the data or location or the trades spent from this screen. And it may just save a lot of time, and it's like, yeah, so ATS system is popular to use on the GR, which is called Japanese Railway, and Chinese subway, and they have the same point, which is they need send large passenger every day, so they need process data very fast, quickly. So ATS is best choice for them. So before I introduce the phenomenon, let's take a look at this map, which is for all these things is the already run at the triangle represents the automatic terminals in the world. For overall, there are 44 terminal for total. So most terminal we can see that as located in developed country, and so and we can see from the map, the round introduced the 40 automatic port, and the triangle introduced the just semi automated ports, So the semi-automated word is much, I mean the quantity of semi-automated word is much bigger than the fully, because the fully is absolutely like expensive. So and the traditional terminal is absolutely bigger than the automatic port. So that's the summary. Just summarize that. So yeah, like what I just said is already phenomenal. Yeah, thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Owen. So, my name is Owen, and me and Yuri will break this down a little bit. So, so cause and effect. Nowadays, there are common occupational area already applied in the automation of the transportation, such as the first one, the traffic management system. Second one is military and civic use. So third one is logistics. So what cause and effect about them? So me and Yuri will talk about this. So firstly, traffic management system. So the first cause is to cut the labor force because it is cost too high. Because in the American, the European, or in the Canada, so those countries have the very high people high cost per hours. So my suggestion is in my opinion, I think those countries encourage to create their own the automatic system to manage traffic. So the effect about it is cheaper and manage easily, because if in the 19th centuries, so in that times, people need to stand on the road, the middle of the crossing to control the flow of the car and control the car, because if have some collision or some accident, police will solve it. It will take a long time. But if we have the traffic management system, we have this automation transportation, so we can easily to manage it. Otherwise, it's we just need a few people after training, so we can operate the whole system. So it's cheaper than the full labor force. So secondly is reducing the potential risks. I say before, if we can check from the computer from system, we can easily know where we will have the potential risks. If we can discover this earlier, so we can avoid a lot of risks. So the effect of it is be more accurate and logical. So next is the report. She will introduce the transportation about the military and the civic use. And the logics part I will talk later.
Okay guys, I will talk about the automation of the freight transport and the military supplies transport. So first, this information shows the difficulty of construction the road transportation, and it includes the land, the real estate, and the energy. And it's not the only difficult. Just in America, there are 3.5 million people drive the junks. So, for these reasons, by 2020, the passengers and the field transports went to the skyrocket like this. So, to handle the noise, we're limiting our productivity and the quality for our lives. And the number of the highway accidents will rising. So what's the benefit about the automation of the transportations? We can see these pictures. These transportations can separating the passengers travel and the freight transport. So it can reduce the highway accidents, and it also can reduce the noise, and also can clean the sky because it is environment friendly. And these transportation also have the special systems. It can link every point for the destinations, so the users can know the locations and the status in time. And then I will talk about the 3 points about the military transportations and the disaster relief and the medical supplies. As we all know, the effective transport of the goods and the weapons in the military activities is the most important things. But the battlefield is always be dangerous. So if we use augmented technologies, it can reduce the injury and the death, and it also can limit the enemy's attack. So about the disaster relief, these transportations can help us to search in the area without the knowledge of the ground conditions. So we can intuitively know the around potential barriers like the buildings and the hills. And finally, about the medical supplies. In the traditional ways in medical supplies, we always use the cars and the craft, but those way is very expensive and slow. But the automation transportation is very effective and quickly. So it's the best ways to the rescue situations. And it also access to the many rural regions around the world. So all in all, I think the automation of the transportation can move the goods more effectively, efficiently, and safely.
Yeah, it's me again. Yeah. So before my part, so I want to ask my classmate a question. Like, did you guys buy some products or any something in the internet? Anyone can tell me what would you buy? Clothes. Clothes? Yeah, definitely yes. So if we don't have the shipping online, so we only can buy the clothes or something like watch, shoes or computer on the more massive view. Like if we don't have the ship, we don't have the delivery, we don't have the logistics. Our life will have made a lot of trouble. Okay, so logistic is mean nowadays the logistic is like the half automate of the transportation, because I think people just solve the device of the device by you can use your phone to order something from online, but for delivery still use the labor force. But now we like the people also enjoy some like the half automation of the logistics. So like the key word is I think it's save a lot of time and save a lot of the human resource. So the key word is improve the efficiently of the logistic operations. So here is some videos. Sir, what have the song?
You have to open on the side of the desk. There.
Hello everyone, I'm a sorting robot. I know I look cute, but my skills are a lot more impressive. I can identify the information on each of the parcels effectively and sort them out precisely. My friends and I can process as many as 18,000 parcels in an hour.
This is a 1.3 square kilometer transit warehouse. The use of sorting robots improves efficiency, accuracy, and security during the sorting process, and also reduces manual labor costs by an astonishing 70%. This AI logistics model is now revolutionizing the express delivery industry across the country. Between 2012 and 2016, online retail sales in China skyrocketed from 1.3 trillion to 5.2 trillion yuan, making the country the world's largest online retailer. With a flourishing development of online shopping, the express business is also booming. There are now around 8,000 express delivery companies in China and more than 2 million people working in the logistics industry. Last year, more than 31.28 billion parcels were delivered in the country, accounting for 40% of the world's total. Revenue from the express business has reached 400 billion yuan, while the per capita usage in China was approximately 23 deliveries per year. With the recent rise of AI and big data, the concept of smart logistics
So here is a video just briefly introduce the robotics. It's also equally is introduce the automation of the logistics. It's is also covered by the transportation. And I have the 3 cause and effect to
20 minutes.
Okay, so that's it.
That's it.
Okay.
So can we do the questions, please? Okay, thank you. Questions?
Okay, so I have a question for Owen. You talk about the logistics automation, like the delivery things, and I have a question about, for example, if a brand just want to make the automatic warehouse, so we always use a warehouse and deliver the product into the agent, and the agent will send it to just a store, something where the people can buy it. But if I wanna add the speed, I want to this warehouse delivered directly into store. But maybe the automatic machine only have 30 before, but now we need more. But it is just like problem. So how can you solve it?
I think it's like the technology skill problem because now we solve the hot problem is like the warehouse parts because if we like improve the speed or after the shipping to home, we would also need to to consider how can we improve the effective and also do not make the mistake. We like to decrease the mistake at least. That's like the it's like the technology like the part. So it's for me for my knowledge it's hard to answer for you because how to increase the speed, how can I decrease the risk at least. It's hard to say, but definitely I can tell you in the far soon. So we also can enjoy the shipping from the warehouse to our home. So we can cut a lot of the labor delivery resources. Okay. Anyone else?
I have guessed. What if they are hacked?
Hacked?
Yeah.
I think if you have a company, if you are successful businessman, I don't know a rich man in Korea, for example, in China, money, he earned a lot of money. And everybody want to steal money from her wallet, from his wallet. It's Marvin said, if someone can hack my account, so I will hire him to my I don't know how to say the technology the high employment like this. So for this problem, I think it's easy to solve because they have the very highest difference in this part, so you don't need to worry. At least and the fun fact is a lot of people will try to hack in there because there will have maybe $1 billion in there. So everybody wants to it. So but it is the very differences.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else?
Okay, I think we're good, thank you. We'll take a 5-minute break.